evening. Having a little trouble smiling today. I know there's lots of frigging energies going on in portals and freaking Christos, whatever stuff going on. But I'm really tired and really contemplating not participating in literally all I can call it is the insanity. Went about my business today in stuff that should have been really simple. And some of it was, but some of it, like I was helping somebody with a computer today and something that should have taken an hour turned into 3.5. Not by my choice. I could feel the energies of other parties present trying to mangle things up and make me lose my confidence and other things. And these energies have ruled the roost for far too long. And they don't really care about much of anybody. All they care about is making you mad and sucking you dry is the what's going on. And there's a lot of it showing up right now. And you're maybe feeling it too. And I just speaking about this just so that people might be able to say that they're not crazy in how they're having to navigate right now. Literally, I was at the grocery store yesterday, and this is how crazy it was. There was a little girl and her dad standing in the candy aisle, and as I exited out of one of the aisles, I looked over, and the little girl was literally, she could have been more than about 4 or 5. She was literally ripping open a bag of M&Ms and gorging herself, like going on the floor. Her dad is freaking out and trying to grab the bag out of her hand and throw it back on the shelf with candies flying everywhere. And this child was like an animal. And I was just beside myself. The dad didn't know what to do, but there's energies coming through in the weirdest places right now. And it looked like some kind of movie. All I could think about was like Ghostbusters or something. There's something in her doing it. And these energies are trying to poke. I saw it come out my kids. My friend was talking about her daughter and disrespect coming through. And there's all these energies coming out of everywhere because the pressure and the energies and stuff are insane. And if we have any darkness in us or any leaks in our vibration or in our field, stuff's popping in through that. And just strange things, like I'm trying to merge into traffic and somebody is just like racing up to get past me so they can get one car length ahead, causing a very dangerous situation. And I'm just like, why? Like, I'm just trying to get home safe. And yeah, I could sit there and play games or hold back and then cause an accident in the car behind me or whatever, just to let this ego go ahead. Part of me just stood in my power and I said, no fucking way. And I hit the gas pedal and I pulled in exactly where I should. And I don't think that was darkness coming through me. I think that was my power finally coming through and just not being cowed by people that just don't have any respect for the rules, the speed limit, through common decency to letting people drive safely in traffic. And I felt demented for having to have to do that. I see these little dark hands and these children trying to have experiences. Some of them are light workers and they're trying to have experiences and catch up, but they just clawing at everyone because they don't know what to do. And then I see these like AI non-player character people that are just constantly trying to create lessons where lessons don't need to be made. But they want to have a purpose and they want to kind of fuck us up and get us angry and get us questioning ourselves and make us not want to be here anymore, because then they win. But at the same time, I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to say, I vacillate so much about God nowadays and source and what would create this level of insanity. And we're born into this insanity and these stories that we never even got a chance as a human being to choose, and on all these beliefs and sexual traumas and money issues and government control and all these kind of things. And you just look and it's just like everybody's just been trying to be an innocent little child and grow up, but they never got a chance to grow up because it was torn out from under them before they started. So everybody's in this like 4 to 10-year-old state in an adult body. And I really think a lot of people have pulled the eject handle because it's just so insane to wander around with all this stuff going on. And when you pull the eject handle, I don't think people die. I think AI or NPCs take over the bodies because so many people had to leave because they're just, to wake up from all this, to sit through it all, is a nightmare in some regards. I feel it's hell some days, and that's not dark talk, that's not talking negative. We got to acknowledge that some of this stuff is not healthy, is not good, and no matter how much we rail against it or whatever, I'm not seeing a lot of change. Yeah, there's little pokes and stuff going on out there, and I'm not saying it isn't going to change, but to have everybody put in this blender and then squeeze the juices out of us, trying to get us to heal and rise up and push through all the density and all this kind of stuff, leaves a lot of people just hacked and slashed. And yeah, maybe they don't get traumatized by it, but I sit more often than not just tired, exhausted, like not wanting to move, not wanting to get out of bed sometimes, because sometimes it's just so ugly and dark, and no matter how hard I try and put a positive spin on it, as it's light and it's love, I can't. And that doesn't make me dark, that doesn't make me broken or whatever, but I refuse to fucking paste a fake smile on my face all day long and pretend that there's some magic in people not doing their work, people fucking shitting on other people and hoping everybody's going to carry them. And then when you're the light for them, they shit on you and they beat you down and they don't respect you. So in the end, all we can do is stand in our power and say, I will fucking not be part of that. And I will not be part of your lesson. I will not play your game. I will not do your bullshit. I will not let you fucking make me the bad guy because I fucking had the courage to have a conversation and state what my preferences are and other things. And that's going on every fucking day. And if you engage in it, it exhausts you. And then eventually you don't want to be here. And that's not what it's all about. So I'm not saying I know what's going on or I got it all figured out. I'm just saying, fuck, I gotta breathe a lot, and fuck, I gotta rest a lot, and fuck. It's happening. It's real. It's there. Maybe I got the wrong perspective. Maybe I've had too many dark things or whatever, but this is my truth. You gotta have some truth too. You gotta be pretty fucking frustrated about it. You gotta feel some despair once in a while, and it's part of it. But despair is a real thing, and we gotta go through it, and if you don't acknowledge it, it'll eat you alive. I've been there many times. On the edge of it today. Like, fuck, how much darkness can you sit through without some really positive light going on, and all these people claiming, oh, it's gonna happen tomorrow, oh, there's the flash gonna happen, there's all this shit. Been waiting for 2.5 years myself. I just gave up on dates and a source and all these parts that are God to sit through this much suffering so that a whole bunch of people can have an experience. at the expense of a whole bunch of other people? I don't think there's a lot of light sometimes in that. And I welcome people to come back and say. Some people may say, I'm supposed to be positive, I'm supposed to be a light worker, I'm supposed to be whatever. No, I'm speaking about what's real. I'm speaking about what hurts me and why I question myself some days. Because this is not fun. So, I hope you're getting through it. I'm happy to talk about it. Doing a live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, GMT -6, I think it is, on Facebook Live. And you can see, join a few people in and chat and see what shows up. So, crazy day. Tired. Questioning a lot of things. New lessons, new levels of emoting, new levels of craziness coming up, and I don't know how many times that's happened, probably 1,000 times in the last year. Shitty shit comes up and you gotta go process it, and you gotta cry, and you gotta lay in bed and curl up for a while and lick your wounds and come out the other side and hope for more magic, smile another day, put one foot in front of the other, and see where we end up the next day. I love you. I know you're going through the same journey, and I don't say this to discourage you. I'm saying this because it's real and it's alive and it's happening and it's okay. And I don't look down on anyone because they're having these feelings. It's not been fun lately. So my whole body aches. One foot in front of the other. It's kind of seems like every day now. So love you. Keep shining. Do your best. Thank you. Thank you for existing. Thank you for making it.